Welcome to the Nosebleed Seats. I am Matt, conservative crime fighter. Today we traveled to Mattoon, Illinois for 01 Supreme, and tonight we feature multiple interviews with some of the participants in this event. We're talking with Angelus Layne, who is debuting a new look at 01 USA. What's your inspiration for this new appearance?
I just want something different, something kind of crazy. I've always had the facial piercings and always been like, I've had tattoos, always been kind of alternative, if you have to label it. And then I kind of got bored one day and went to my hairstylist and said, this is what I want. And she asked me if I was sure, and it was no turning back from there.
You got a cage match tonight. How did you land that?
It was kind of just the right place, the right time. I got the text message asking me if I would be interested in doing something like that, and I'm always looking to do something new and different. I haven't really done that many different kind of special stipulation matches, so I figured I'd give it a shot and see how it went.
This is the first cage match you've ever had?
Yes, it is.
All right. You also had a really important match down in St. Louis against Rachel Summerlin.
Yes.
She's the heavyweight champion of the men's heavyweight champion, technically.
Yes.
Even though there's a women's title for that
Correct.
promotion. Plan to have another match with her, or?
I would love to work Rachel again. I learned a whole lot from her. That's the second time I've worked with her. The first time she was my tag team partner, and this time I wrestled against her. She's definitely someone that's inspired me in the business, and she's someone that I look up to. So if I got the opportunity to work Rachel again, I would be thrilled.
And you'd like to take that belt from her?
I don't think she actually has the title anymore. I think she just recently lost it down in Texas this last weekend. But if the opportunity ever arose where that could have happened, I would have loved to have done it.
You've also made an appearance for Shimmer recently. Is that going to be a regular thing now?
As far as I know, yeah. I debuted on Volume 52 against Casey Spinelli after doing a couple months worth of Sparkle matches. And as far as I know, Dave Prazak does plan on using me on the main roster in the future.
Area talent in the state of Illinois, Missouri, who haven't you wrestled, and which one of those lady wrestlers would you like to get in the ring with?
Oh wow, I'm trying to think.
I'll throw a name out. This woman has been getting a lot of buzz in Southern Illinois. Crazy Mary Dobson.
I would love to wrestle Crazy Mary Dobson. I actually have a match against her on February 22nd in Crossville, Illinois.
Oh, for Fearville?
For
Strictly Insane.
Yep.
Thunderkitty is making an appearance tonight. What do you know about her?
I don't really know much about Thunderkitty. We've kind of crossed paths in locker rooms, but we've never wrestled. She's someone that definitely has a unique style. She's very old school, and I think that's something that is really hard to come across nowadays in professional wrestling. So I think getting the chance to stand toe-to-toe with her would be really awesome. I think we provide a lot of entertainment.
I've also been making waves down at the newly split off PWC. You're wanting to have you wanted in that Collision Cup tournament very badly, and I said, why don't you guys just expand it to 16 from 8, and then you could get everybody in there, but they didn't go for that idea. But now you're going to be wrestling for Tag Team Gold, facing the new millennia. Your thoughts?
I mean, Ace Hawkins and Brandon Espinosa are going to be a challenge, and it's the first intergender match I've had at Pro Wrestling Collision. I just wrestled Twinkie Star, where I knocked her out. So I'm not really too scared of what's going to happen. With Alice Castle by my side, we're a pretty unstoppable force. So I just hope that Ace and Espinosa are ready to give up those tag team titles because they're coming home with us.
Any other matches of importance coming up?
I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I'm wrestling Crazy Mary Dobson on February 22nd in Crossville, Illinois. I am wrestling. I'm so bad with this calendar off the top of my head. I'm trying to think what I'm doing weekend to weekend.
Yeah,
Shimmer's happening again April 13th and 14th in Bourbon, Illinois, like it always does. I'll be there for that. I feel like I should know more.
Alphabet Soup Fatigue gets to everybody. I know the feeling. Where can promoters go if they want to bring Angelus Layne?
Facebook.com/Angelus Layne, Twitter.com/Angelus Layne, or AngelusLayneWrestling@gmail.com.
All right, hopefully I don't regret not coming up with questions on the top of my head. I think we've kept you long enough, so you gotta get back to preparing for your cage match.
Yeah, it'll be something. It's gotta get in the right frame of mind first time.
Don't get killed.
Obviously not. I'm definitely gonna win.
All right, thank you, Angelus.
Thanks.
We're talking with Sam Knight, a newcomer to the Central Illinois region. Tell us about yourself real quick.
First of all, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Sam Knight, the right hand of God, glad to be here, glad to showcase my talents here in Mattoon, Illinois. I'm going to show you guys how I do my thing. I'm from SoCal. It's an opportunity to do something different, an opportunity to showcase talent to a different crowd. If you guys have not paid attention to indie wrestling, trust me, this is the place to be tonight.
Now, tell us about your persona. You say they're the right hand of God. How did you come up with that persona?
It kind of comes from my background, religious background. I mean, knowing who God is and knowing what I represent. I'm not here to convert anybody. I'm not here to change anybody's views. I'm here to represent God. That's what I'm about.
What brings you to Central Illinois, all the way from California?
An opportunity. You can call me an opportunist. That's what I am.
Wrestling Home is Pro Wrestling Massive?
Yeah.
Tell us about that organization.
It's a company that I run. I am the CEO, owner, the man in charge of Pro Wrestling Massive. Shouts out to the Pro Wrestling Massive family back home in California. We do things big. We call it massive because that's what we are. We're huge.
Tell us about some of the talent with that organization.
You've got people like my mentor, Extreme Local. You've got our Pro Wrestling Massive,
there we go.
Extreme Local. We've got the Pro Wrestling Massive Heavyweight Champion, Vince Dragon. We've got our American Champion, Mr. Impact. And we got plenty of other talent. We've had people like Tough Enough superstar AJ Kirsch and former TNA WWE superstar Brian Kendrick with Great Star Ring. So, you never know. Get the next big star coming out of that company.
Tell us briefly about the California wrestling scene. Now, I'm not very familiar with the local scene in California. I know of APW, which I think is the most prominent.
Oh, man.
Generated some significant names.
Great talent. You've got people like let's see, the Reno Scum. You got people like I said, AJ Kirsch, Dylan Drake. You've got those guys who come out of APW, but you've got companies like from SoCal. Because APW is NorCal, but you've got companies in SoCal like you've got Battleground Pro Wrestling, a company that I'm a member of their roster. Apex Pro Wrestling. You've got Lucha Pro. You've got all these companies in SoCal that are making statements. You've got people who are trying to get to that next level. You know, SoCal is huge wrestling. You know, California's huge wrestling.
How long have you been at it in the ring?
8 years.
8 years, and your original trainers were, or your prominent trainers?
My prominent trainers were the great Black Pearl, Gangrel, and Rikishi. Those were my great trainers.
We've seen them a number of times in these parts. Well, if wrestlers, promoters want to bring Sam Knight to their promotion, where do they go?
They can go to Facebook, find me at Sam Knight on Facebook.com. You can find me Twitter, RHOG, Sam Knight. That's about it. That's what you find.
Any significant appearances, upcoming appearances you want to plug?
Nothing at the moment. Just
really?
Nothing at the moment. But there will be some things coming up soon.
All right, Sam Knight. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 6th annual NBS Awards is coming this March, and tonight we announce our first 2013 induction into the Central Illinois Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. The man known as the Human Highlight Reel, Acid, will be inducted at Dreamwave Wrestling's Anniversary 4 by J-Rep, Jay Repsol, Saturday, April 13th at the Knights of Columbus Hall at 209 Gooding Street in LaSalle, Illinois. Tickets are available now online at DreamWaveWrestling.com, and be sure to visit Facebook.com/DreamWaveWrestling. Be sure to join us in LaSalle, Illinois for Dreamwave's Anniversary 4 as we honor the man who pioneered pro wrestling in LaSalle, Peru region. Coming in March 2013, it's the 6th annual NBS Awards. We're back on the road this year to honor the Wrestler of the Year, Tag Team, Most Popular, Most Hated, the Gold Microphone, Referee, Manager, Feud, Match of the Year, and to make inductions into the Central Illinois Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. Nominations are now open. Visit CentralIllinoisProWrestling.com right now for all the information you need to honor the best in Central Illinois Pro Wrestling.
We're talking with Allie Kat, formerly known as Alexandra, of MBWA. You've just had your 6th career match tonight. Tell us about it.
Well, I faced Thunderkitty, and she was a very tough girl in there. I've actually been following her around the circuit, watching her matches, and I like her style, and I was very excited to have a match with her. She's very tough, very mean. She cheats, she pulls hair, she chokes, and she pokes my eyes.
Does she have claws?
Not like mine.
Not like yours. Tell us your original trainers.
I'm trained by Bloody Harker Dirt, and I went through Newbury, but I was exclusive with Harker training me.
Now you're looking, most of the time, I think most people might know who you are without the mask, but we won't reveal it. But at some point, instead of watching Harker Dirge wrestle, you wanted to wrestle. Tell us about that. I mean, getting from behind the merch counter to becoming, I should bleep that out. Behind the merch counter to getting in the ring and mixing it up.
Well, since I was 8 years old, I was a little girl watching wrestling. I always dreamed of being a wrestler. I loved Sherry Martel, Luna Vachon, Medusa, and I dreamed of growing up and being like them. I worked hard to get in shape to wrestle, so I'm physically able to do my job in the ring, and that's where I'm at. I finally got Harker talked into training me.
Who were your other opponents? I mean, you can probably remember the other 5 off the top of your head.
I wrestled Serenity. I did a tag match with Nikki Lane, and we fought Serenity and Annalisa Santelli. Then I wrestled Serenity again. She's kind of my arch nemesis. Then I wrestled Mrs. X in Michigan, and actually that was only a 2-minute match, so I didn't really count that in my 6 matches. But then I also wrestled Brandy West and Jules Malone, who's from Ontario, Canada.
All right. Promoters. There's not many women. This is like 0-1. First time any independent show I've been to, there's been 2 women's matches on the card. It's usually 1, if any.
Right?
Where can promoters go if they want to bring in an Allie Kat?
You can email me at Allie Kat, or actually no, sorry, scratch that. The Mask Allie Kat, ALLIEKAT @hotmail.com.
All right. There's not too many women wrestlers. We have a new women wrestler in the area. She wants chances to get in the ring and get in a cat fight with somebody.
I don't cat fight. I scratch, but I don't rip off clothes.
All right. Allie Kat, thank you very much.
Thanks. Have a good night.
We're talking with a Thunderkitty, and she's a new talent in the Central Illinois area, although she has made a few appearances for IWAM in Bellevue, Peoria. Tell us about yourself real quick.
My name is Thunderkitty. I was trained by the Santino Brothers Wrestling Academy. I was also trained by the Ballard Brothers, and I was also trained by Drake Younger. I've been working since 2008. I came out to the Midwest about a year ago, actually.
Now, what is your inspiration for your persona?
My persona is kind of an ode to the golden age of women's wrestling, but it's also mixed with a part of my real personality that I bring out in my ring work.
Were you inspired by Mildred Burke? Because somebody told me
Absolutely.
you resemble her the most.
Absolutely.
Tonight you had a singles match, and then you ran out and jumped in somebody else's cage match.
I sure did.
Why did you do that? What was the motive?
Because I intend to make it a statement here at 0-1, and I intend to use other women to make an example of them.
Who have you fought in these parts of late?
Let's see. Over at Resistance Pro, I fought Melanie Cruz a while back. I was in a 4-way that involved Awesome Kong last week. I fought Serenity. I fought over at Shimmer a while back. Fought over at IWA, as you said. I've been all over the place.
Where can promoters go to find Thunderkitty if they want to bring her to their event?
You can find me on the internet. I have the internet. I figured out how to use it. You can look me up on Facebook as Thunderkitty, just one word, Thunderkitty. I'm also on Twitter, Thunderkitty82.
Anybody you would like to have a match with that you've not had a chance?
I want to have a match with everybody that I have not had a match with.
Come on, there's got to be somebody you got to have first. There's got to be a first one, though.
No, I'll take whoever they throw in front of me.
All right. Where will we be seeing you next?
I will be out on the East Coast next week.
Wow. So you're a frequent flyer miler. All right, Thunderkitty, thank you for talking to us real quick.
Thank you.
Have a good night. We're talking with Dexter Schwartz, who is no longer a wrestler. He's decided to become a manager and maybe contend for the MBS Manager of the Year award, but
I've already won it. I want you to know I'm only a manager because Blake Reed hit me with an illegal maneuver in this district, the pile driver, and he damaged my coccyx. My tailbone is hurt. I'm in therapy. Maybe I will come back, maybe not.
so you got a cramp in your keister.
No, I damaged my coccyx.
I've never heard of the coccyx, and I see a chiropractor regularly, but oh well. Tell us about how you became a manager of Doomsday.
I was combing the backwoods of the Appalachian Mountains, actually. Came upon this hulking mass that was living in a hovel, really like a beast, like a savage. He doesn't speak a word, the man doesn't. The one thing that he knows is how to wrestle, is how to hurt people, and the only person that he will listen to is me. I can't tell you where he came from, I just found him.
Was he from the Forbidden Forest, like Bear St. Pierre?
No, nothing like Bear St. Pierre. We don't ball with the ball or bang the dang boogie. We hurt people. That's plain and simple. We are about hurting people and winning titles.
Well, something happened tonight. You had Doomsday team with homicidal Stephen Davis, which I found unusual for the simple fact that Doomsday ruined his Hall of Fame induction ceremony earlier the year. Well, seems like you had a problem with him.
We're in a new territory, and as it were, the censors for the new TV station that they have a contract with and the Athletics Commission are afraid of what might happen if my client is
What commission? This is not a regulated state. Come on. This ain't Missouri.
Oh my goodness, though. Each independent, it's like the WBO and the WBF. Each independently operated organization sanctions its own rules. And this organization is afraid of what my client is capable of in a singles context. So they're making it only compete in tag competitions for now. We were seated with that slack hack, has-been, greasy, oily, coconut-smelling, homicidal Stephen Davis.
He's a Hall of Famer. He's a Central Hall of Famer.
Retire. I give him his dues for what he's done. I've taken that spear. It hurts bad. But it's time to hang it up. I saw Lucky Dane sitting out there. You don't see him jumping in the ring. He's a Hall of Famer. And not Jimmy Falcon's cousin, apparently.
You had had to bring him up.
I always have to bring Jimmy Falcon up. I love you, Jimmy Falcon.
Oh my goodness. Oh, am I gonna leave this in or I got to leave that out? Oh, I guess I'll leave it in since he's nowhere in these parts anymore. But whatever.
He's at the Falcon's nest.
The I don't think he can even fly up there. But anyway.
They burrow. This type of Falcon, they burrow.
So where can promoters go if they want to book Dexter Schwartz and his protege Doomsday?
Twitter @ForeverNeophyte, and you could book through Facebook Dustin Ferris.
Bueller.
That's real original.
All right.
But junior high was fun.
All right. Thank you, Dexter.
You're welcome, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, final segment of the MBS this week, and we want to give some exposure to wrestlers that are underutilized. So we interviewed a few guests earlier and mentioned that they've not had many opportunities to enter the ring. So we're going to show a match featuring those talents at this time of the program. And Thunderkitty having an argument with the Clark family. Clark family involved in that.
Hey, get that contraption out of my face!
Really?
Clark family had that incident with Adam Goosh last year. Here she is, straight from California, Thunderkitty.
What's wrong? Did you get up on the wrong side of the bed this morning? Whatever. Really?
Well, I can't say it was my best interview. First time I've ever talked to the person, and there's a lot of things that I think of asking after I've conducted it. And that's the risk of doing impromptu interviews is it's like, here's a question I could have asked Thunderkitty. Is she a fan of the cartoon series, The Thundercats? That would be an interesting question because Thunderkitty is a Thundercat. And we go to the ring announcer, Ben Simon.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is brought to you by Rosani Chicago Style Pizza. With the bell rings, your referee, Stephen Bell. First, 2 lines left.
Oh, good grief.
Here is Allie Kat.
Thunderkitty does not want to be checked for hidden weapons.
Mississippi. Here is Thunderkitty.
Well, I said California. She's actually trained in California. But she hails from the state of Mississippi.
Cat fight! Cat fight! Cat fight! Cat fight! Cat fight! Cat fight! Cat fight!
I wonder why Thunderkitty is being such a sourpuss tonight. Alright, quick rundown. This weekend, 01 Supreme in Styria, Illinois at the YMCA. Also Pro Wrestling Glory in Maroa on the 16th. So those in Central Illinois, you can run up to Streeter or you can head over to Maroa just outside Decatur. Both events have strong lineups. So we flashed that information across the bottom of the screen earlier. For more And for all this weekend's wrestling events, be sure to head to the St. Louis Wrestling Community, stlwrestling.livejournal.com as a lockup. And Thunderkitty grabs an armbar on Allie Kat. Allie Kat trying to reverse it. Got it reversed. Allie Kat. Very colorful outfit. As this is she stated earlier, a new identity. She's still trying to find herself as a wrestler persona. The first match was without a mask. The second or third match she wrestled, she put on a mask. And now she has a bit of a name change. So here she is. It's only about a handful of matches. She'd like to have more. It's just a lack of women wrestlers in the area. And a chop from Thunderkitty. And Allie Kat tried to fire back, but Thunderkitty shoots her off into the corner. Allie Kat moves out of the way. Thunderkitty just ran in with reckless abandon and gets rolled up for 2. Also want to point out New Midwest Wrestling the following weekend on the 23rd in Springfield, Illinois. So there is a backslide.
Wasn't even down. Not at all.
Allie Kat. Thunderkitty on to the ropes, put her head down, got kicked in the face, and Thunderkitty has got a chokehold. And Thunderkitty with a stomp on Allie Kat. NewMidwest.com for New Midwest Wrestling on the 23rd. They're having their tag team revival. I wonder how many tag teams will be making an appearance and if we're going to get any dream tag matches out of it. On paper, it looks like all the top tag teams have entered New Midwest Wrestling, although we don't know if we're going to see all of them that have appeared with New Midwest Wrestling last year. It's unsure if Kentucky Buffet will be teaming up at New Midwest in the future. Allie Kat got another roll-up. And Thunderkitty with a rake to the face. And Thunderkitty maybe trying for a Boston Crab. And it's got it in. And Allie Kat in trouble.
No, don't. Crawl.
And Allie Kat is getting dragged away from the ropes. And Thunderkitty sits back and Allie has no choice but to tap. Overmatched. Thunderkitty is just too much for the inexperienced, pretty much a rookie, Allie Kat. Looks like an exchange of words there. Thunderkitty tried to do something else. Allie Kat storms off in frustration. 4 minutes and 50 seconds. It didn't take long for Thunderkitty to defeat Allie Kat. Next week on the MBS, we begin part 1 of 2, the 10 most influential wrestlers in Central Illinois Wrestling with Oliver Cade.